You are listening to the Atlanta Real Estate Forum radio show, all about real estate edition, shining a light on the movers and shakers in the real estate industry, the home builders, developers, realtors, and suppliers making it all happen. And now, here are today's hosts.
Good morning and welcome back to the All About Real Estate Edition. I am your host, Todd Schnick, joined by my friend and colleague, Carol Morgan. Good morning, Carol. Before we kick things off, we do want to thank, as always, New American Funding for being our 2021 show sponsor, now our 10th year on the air. It has been so wonderful to have them as our partner last year. And as we're rolling through 2021, we'll speak of the devil. We got one of our favorite representatives of that great organization on the show today. I always get inspired and energized when we spend some time with her. I'm looking forward to it, Carol.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun conversation, Todd. Welcome to the show, Kelly. Today we have Kelly Allison with us. She is the Southeast Divisional Vice President with New American Funding. And I know that most of our listeners know all about you, but give us a little brief synopsis. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kelly.
Well, thank you guys for having me on the show. You guys are doing such great things out there and keeping everybody so informed with what's going on in the market. So thank you for this platform. I am Kelly Allison, and I have the honor and privilege to lead this great, amazing team in the Southeast for New American Funding. And we're just having a really good time right now with all of our builder partners, our realtor partners, our customers, in serving home ownership. It's what we love to do. It's our mission. It's our passion. And we're just super excited we get to do it, in the Southeast and together. We've got a great team. We've played together for a really long time. Most of our leaders have been together over 10 years. So it's a lot of fun.
Outstanding. Well, there is no one in our audience that doesn't know all about New American Funding. However, for the new folks that are joining us today, remind them about mission and purpose of New American Funding.
New American Funding, our mission and our purpose is to serve our communities through home ownership. We truly believe, and we live it and breathe it every single day, that home ownership is the way that we build wealth for your family and ours. And so we are just super excited to serve our communities each and every day. New American Funding is super unique in the sense that we are a seller servicer to Fannie and Freddie. And that's really important for all of our viewers to know what that means to them and why that's important. As a seller servicer to Fannie and Freddie, each one of our clients, when they close on their new home or a refinance, they're going to make their payment directly to New American Funding. And the reason that this is so important is not only is it our privilege to serve you, at the beginning of the process, all the way to closing, but then having you as a customer for life is really what we hope to continue our partnership for many, many years after your closing. And with New American Funding, you're rest assured that your loan isn't going to be sold 2 and 3 times after you close. You're our customer for life, and we look forward to taking care of you.
That's just so nice. It's so frustrating to close on a house and then you think you've closed with one person and the next thing you know, it's sold. You've got all this new paperwork in the mail and, how does your mortgage transfer from one place to the next? And then a few months down the line, it gets sold again. So yeah, it definitely can be frustrating. So it's so nice that New American Funding takes that frustration out of the game. And then you've just always, who to call because you've got that relationship with them from the beginning. So I think that's fantastic. It's great customer service.
Absolutely. And we're always going to be looking out for you. So if the interest rates, are decrease, we're always looking out for our customers to call them and say, hey, this may be a good time to refinance your house and save money. So we've always, they're our customer for life. So we're always going to be looking out for them. When interest rates decrease, we're going to take care of them and ensure that they get a lower monthly payment, which we could all use a little extra
absolutely.
cash.
And I know that your customers appreciate that. Well, 2021 has been a very fun year so far on the heels of a crazy 2020. So just give us the overview. How is 2021 going for New American Funding? What's going on?
2021 has been an outstanding year, although we're only in March. What is today, March 23rd or 24th? Outstanding year. This is such an amazing time to purchase a home. And again, it's the perfect investment to build wealth for family. I know there's a lot of conversation out there about, is this a good time to buy with interest rates going up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, that's where I wanted to go. As we record this in late March, the rates just recently went up. And, I still think it's a really good time to buy, but don't take my word for it. I'm curious as to what you think. What's happening with this? Those that are about to make that big decision about buying a home and they're probably a little anxious about what's happening here, assure them, please.
Yes, this is still a great time to buy a home. What we're seeing in the market right now is what we call speculation. Mm-hmm. So, there's a lot of speculation on fear of debt, inflation. And so the markets have really reacted to more of the fear of speculation, right? Mm-hmm. Now, as inflation rises, it typically causes mortgage rates to move a little higher, right? So, and that's because inflation is the arch enemy of interest rates because it erodes the buying power of the fixed return that the mortgage holder services, right? So while inflation, and I want to say this is super important, while inflation may look tame to everyone at this time, it's my job to dig a little deeper for you and a look at the closely watched consumer price index core rate of inflation, which strips out the volatile food and energy sectors, shows that currently we're reading at just 1.3% inflation for the past 12 months. That's helped us keep interest rates low. But in what we've seen in the last 30 days and the coming months ahead, the inflation levels are expected to rise significantly as the readings for the more current months replace the extremely low numbers from 2020. So it's quite possible to see the rate of inflation rise more towards like 2.5 from the 1.3 that we see today. So that will influence interest rates to go a little to higher levels. The good news is that inflation is likely to become a little bit more tamer throughout the year. So I would tell everybody that right now is a great time to take advantage of the low rate environment before the inflation readings start to actually move up.
That makes a lot of sense. And, rates are still really, really historically low. I mean,
yes, they are.
People are saying, oh my gosh, the rate's going up, but it's what, 3%?
Yes. So that's the funny part, Carol. I'm so glad you brought that up because I love me some history. Right?
Let's have a history lesson.
Let's have some history lessons. So if you look at rates, let's go back to 2018.
Okay.
So if you look at interest rates in 2018, the 30-year was sitting at 4.54.
What?
Yes. Okay. If you're history buffs out there, check my facts, right? So think about that. 2018, the 30-year was at 4.54. How quickly we forget, right? Then in 2019, the 30-year was 3.94, almost 4%, right? So then in 2020, obviously, we saw a massive decrease in rates, and a lot of that had to do with the Fed stepping in and buying mortgage-backed securities. So we have seen over the last couple of months rates tick up,
Mhm.
but they're still historically low. You're talking about the low threes. So today, the 30-year is sitting at 3.125, which is phenomenal. We are still looking at historically low rates.
Yeah. Roll back to early 2000. What were the rates then?
Right?
Oh, everyone's panicking because it's over 3 now. I'm like, oh, gee, you should remember the rate I had in the 90s.
Exactly.
Are you ready to own a home, but don't know where to start? Speak to a local expert at New American Funding. Get pre-qualified and start looking for your dream home. They make home buying easy and convenient with a variety of home loan options. New American Funding is devoted to helping families finance their home because they want everyone to achieve the American dream, home ownership. New American Funding's technology is what sets them apart. Whether connecting with your home loan professional in person, online, or through the app, they are there to answer any questions. Call today to get pre-qualified. For more information, call 678-898-3540. That's 678-898-3540.
Hey, Kelly, there's someone listening right here who says, oh, I can't buy the house right now. I'm ready this summer, though, but I don't know what to expect. They can always contact New American Funding and say, hey, give me the lay of the land and tell me honestly where things stand. Is this a good time? Should I wait? What else can we do? Can we be strategic about that? I mean, yeah, they can call you guys for counsel on how to navigate what's happening. Yeah.
Oh, of course, absolutely. That's our main goal, is to educate our customers. Not only educate them on the best product and program for their family at this time, based on their financial situation, but also to provide them education on, rates and what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing. We find that we spend more time educating, and maybe that customer leaves and goes away for a couple of months, but they always come back because we have a team that takes the time to educate them on the economy and their own financial portfolio. So, we are first educators.
Yeah. And that's such an important part of it. Most people, or, a lot of people haven't bought a home before when they come to you. So how would they know how the process works, right? So
Absolutely.
Educating that first time buyer so that they become a buyer and are successful with it is really what it's all about. Because you certainly don't want to put someone in a house they can't afford. You want them to succeed.
Absolutely not. And, a lot of what we're seeing right now is a lot of people asking us the question, hey, did the stimulus package make the interest rates go up, right?
Right.
We passed that $1.9 trillion stimulus package. And yes, it does cause fears of inflationary pressure.
Right.
However, I will tell you, despite the recent tick up in mortgages, the good news is with rates still near historic lows and home prices appreciating nationwide, this is an amazing opportunity to build wealth for your family through real estate. I cannot say that enough. These rates are still historically low, even in comparison to 18 and 19.
Right. Right.
Well, and now you're hearing discussion of a $3 trillion infrastructure package. I mean, so there's a lot happening in Washington. Yeah, some of it is going to impact rates. And so I go back to what I said earlier, though. You can always call you guys and say, give me a lay of the land. Tell me what's the best move at this time strategically and how to navigate these uncertain waters. So that's the point of what I'm trying to get across, is that despite everything happening in Washington and all the uncertainty, and you can go to you guys and kind of still the waters a bit.
Absolutely. And, I want to remind all of our viewers, Todd, that, there's never been a home buying market like this one. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has made 2021 a singular time to become a homeowner, if that's one of the goals that anybody listening has. Again, mortgage rates, historic lows, and the work from home policies that are within companies means that they have more flexibility to choose where they want to live.
Right.
So, I'm telling you, this couldn't be a better time to if you're looking to buy a new home. I mean, the lay of the land is perfect.
Yep.
Perfect timing.
And I don't think we're going to go back to working the way we did before. Even when this all ends, I think employers have realized that employees can work from home and be successful, and that maybe they don't need all that office space. That's a whole nother story. But
that's a whole nother show, right?
It's a whole nother show. But that the trend of work from home, I think, is part of what's fueling the market. What else? Yeah, what else do you see out there? What's going on? What's going on in the market that excites you?
I think we see homes appreciating, right? And again, I would say with the appreciation that we see in real estate right now, that's another reason and another opportunity to, if you're looking to buy a new home, again, a very, very good time to invest in real estate. It's, oh my gosh, it's the number one investment in building wealth.
Well, we've talked about that first-time home buyer. So apart from saying, let's grab our bitches and get going on buying this home, any other counsel you can share to a first-time buyer, anything they ought to be thinking about?
Yes, I would tell you that if you are thinking that you want to buy a home and you're not sure if you can, give yourself the gift of speaking to one of New American Funding's loan officers that can guide you through the home buying process. Take a look at your financial portfolio, give you guidance, and know that you're going to be in the hands of a advisor that has your best interest. And they will tell you if you can't buy now, they'll tell you when you can buy. So at New American Funding, we never say no. We just say not now. This is not the right time for you and your family. But we will also provide you with a roadmap on how to get to homeownership, the things that you need to do to improve maybe your credit or pay off debt, to get your total debt to income in line. But rest assured, we'll give you a roadmap to homeownership and stay with you every step of the way.
That's so important. That's fantastic. I always say that a goal without a plan is just a wish. So you're giving them that plan of how to get to their goal.
I love that, Carol. I'm going to start using
I'm stealing that.
Feel it. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So
I love it.
Well, anything planned?
Well, it's our wish to help them create a goal.
Absolutely. And you're good at that. So does New American Funding have anything planned for the rest of this year? Any events, anything new on the horizon?
Oh my goodness. Yes. As we see, and I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but things are starting to open up, and we're starting to see opportunity for more gatherings within our communities with realtors and builders. So we're doing a lot of home buyer education classes. We've opened those back up. We were doing them last year online. This year we are doing about a 10 feet social distancing. Mm-hmm. And we really enjoy doing our home buyer education classes in person and being able to see all of these beautiful home buyers that are looking to enter the market. And I'm really super excited to announce that New American Funding got one of the top workplaces in Metro Atlanta this year.
Oh, wow.
Shocked.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Absolutely shocked to hear that.
We're really super excited to be one of the top workplaces in the Atlanta metro area. It's a great honor.
That's a whole nother show in itself too, Todd.
No kidding. Well, in the roughly 15 months that we have been partnered with you, Kelly, New American Funding on this show, we have met some just simply amazing people. So none of the great stuff I hear about you guys ever shocks us, ever surprises us. It's been such a pleasure to work with you and to kind of see. And it was actually, while 2020 was challenging, it was riveting to kind of watch you guys kind of skate through those challenging times and just continue to serve your market. It was fun to watch. Sadly, we are about out of time for this particular conversation, though, Kelly. So before we let you go, should anyone need to connect with you or learn more about all the great stuff and all the great products at New American Funding, where do they go?
Yes, call us today or visit us online at newamericanfundingatlanta.com and let us help you build wealth through real estate for your family.
Kelly Allison, Southeast Divisional Vice President, New American Funding. Kelly, as always, my lady, welcome. Good to have you on the show. Appreciate you stopping by and joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's great to see you guys.
Nice
Good
to
to
see
see
you too.
you as well. Thanks for the time. All right, well, that wraps this week's All About Real Estate edition. On behalf of our show sponsor, New American Funding, my co-host, Carol Morgan, I am Todd Schnick. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening, and we'll look forward to seeing you again right here tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio is made possible by Denim Marketing, the publisher of Atlanta Real Estate Forum, Atlanta's favorite source for real estate and home building news. Denim Marketing is a comfortable fit, like your favorite pair of jeans. Denim Marketing tailors marketing strategies to meet your specific needs and niche. Try them on for size. They will work to create a perfect fit for your company's marketing program. Call them at 770-383-3360 or send an email to info@denimmarketing.com. For more information on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio or to inquire about being a guest, contact info@atlantarealestateforum.com. Check out the radio show by visiting atlantarealestateforum.com or by listening to the show on your favorite podcast app. And if you enjoyed today's broadcast, we'd sure appreciate a rating and review on iTunes. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio.